This is the End Zone. Let's move the chains. We have some breaking CFL news, and I'm going to tell you why it also connects to the NFL, the XFL, and other leagues that are coming up, including the MLFB and the Freedom Football League. So with that being said, let's get right into it. The CFL was denied the federal interest-free loan of $30 million to help the league get off and running for a shortened bubble season in 2020. Now, COVID has hit the CFL fairly hard. Now, there are a couple questions that I have regarding for the CFL. So with that being said, let's just take a look at this situation. Earlier when this news came out months ago, the CFL was claiming that the future of the CFL, not just the 2020 season, was in jeopardy, and that they didn't think that the league could survive if they didn't have a 2020 season. Were they overreacting? I don't know. Were they not truthful? Maybe, because in their press, their letter, they said that they are planning on a 2021 season, that they're full steam ahead. But a couple months ago, we got reports saying that the CFL, if they didn't have a 2020 season, that they could fold for good. So we'll see how this plays out, but I'm really interested to see if they were lying, if they're using that as a tactic, maybe to try and force the Canadian government's hand to get money for them, or get a loan from them, I should say. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because I'm a huge CFL fan. I've loved the league for a long time, the players, the storylines, the quality of play. It's really great, but now you also have to ask, will the CFL allow players to move into other leagues? A lot of these players are pissed off. CFL hasn't really been transparent as these times have been going by. They've been slow to make their decisions. The players have been kind of left in the dust. They're not having a 2020 season. So will the CFL allow players to opt out of their contracts and go play in possible other leagues for the 2020 season? Now, there are a lot of talented players in the CFL, so if the CFL lets these players go, the quality of play will obviously go down, but the players will be mad, obviously, if you don't let them opt out of their CFL contract. I feel that the CFL should give players a shot to try and play in other leagues, because it's not fair that you kind of leave them hanging. There wasn't really much transparency, and, I feel like the CFL really owes it to the players to allow them to venture out, and most likely those players will end up coming back if they like the CFL, or if they don't make a roster, say, in the NFL. So it's kind of a win-win. You might lose a couple players, but honestly, I don't think the CFL should be too worried if they are planning on revamping the league for 2021, as they said. But I am very interested. What will happen with the CFL's players? Will they be able to move on to leagues like the XFL that's coming up, or the NFL, or maybe arena football? I'd love to know your thoughts down below. As always, thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.